Okay everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jake's RC Stuff, and what's probably going to be the last video on the EasyGlider 4. So what we've got to do, we've got to finish our FPV canopy basically. We need to put the card in, set up the camera, make sure it's recording okay, and then we can basically fit everything in. I'm probably just going to double-sided tape or velcro that to the bottom of the servo, possibly put a plate in, I'm not quite decided. For the video transmitter, that's obviously going to get velcroed. I need to stop saying obviously. I apologise for that. That's going to go on top of here. I'm going to put, I need to make sure it's set up correctly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a block of wood in this space down here I can tie wrap around. And then we'll be all fine and dandy really. So I am going to plug this in first of all. We can check we're on the right mode and everything, and we can go from there. Okay, so we have actually had a bit of a minor nightmare on the side, so I want to unplug this soldering iron and get it out of the way. What's happened is this really is two cameras glued together. So the QR thing that you do on the app controls a HD camera. If you want to change anything about the FPV camera, you have to solder a joystick onto these two pads. It doesn't matter which two pads it is, because it's just like connecting and unconnecting stuff. Words. So yes, you need a joystick. You can buy them separately. That's one that I've hacked up to use for this. Just solder the 2 points on there. So next to the where the camera connects, it's just the 2 pins there. So what you have to do is you have to do screen flip on your app and do any other settings. So I'm going to run 2.7K 60 FPS instead of 4K 30, just because I prefer the smoother picture of the 60 FPS. And then to actually rotate it, as I say, you do screen flip on there, or to do the flip, which annoys me because the HD stuff you can flip in editing, but you can't flip stuff that's live. So what you have to do is you have to solder up this joystick. When it's switched on, you long press in, so don't press up. That puts you into apparently an advanced menu. But that advanced menu is to change your frigging name on the screen, and that's about it. If you long press, so sort of as like OK in the middle, you then have picture settings, and then you have an option for flip, and you need to do V flip or H flip, V flip I think. Yes, vertical flip, and then you'll be right. So yeah, is it stupid? Yes, but I can see why as a technical limitation that's a thing. It'd be nice if in the version 2 they could add the so I don't know why you'd want one flipped and one not. Doesn't make much sense to me. The only other thing that I would add to that is it's still better than the CADX system, where the only way of changing anything is via a flight controller. You can just get these joysticks soldered on. And again, they are quite cheap, and you maybe have one lying around from a normal FPV camera like that one that I had. But it's still rather annoying. And that's why the camera's off, because I was trying to work out whether it was a QR code problem. I couldn't tell if it was accepting the QR code or not. It was, and that's when I learned, oh God, can you not flip the FPV feed? You can, but you just got to do it via the joystick, which is rather annoying. So I now need to recheck all the settings for the HD camera and plug it in correctly. Let me just make sure everything's right FPV wise, because actually I'm going to plug that soldering iron back in so I can unsolder that joystick now, as I've got everything correct. So HD off. If I hold this the way I want it to be, it's the right way for FPV. Okay, so I can unsolder that horrible joystick, and I can do some other things as well. So yeah, that's just it. So you can do it, you just need one of these joysticks, which I don't really appreciate run cam, but never mind, you're still better than shitty CADX. Back shortly when I've rebuilt everything back to how it was. Okay, so I had to actually remind myself that I run a YouTube channel and should really be recording some of this. I have completed the canopy. This is its finished state. The antenna points up a bit more than I wanted to, but yeah, we've got the antenna. These are like control rods. I forgot what they're called. So blue and yellow with the yellow on the inside. That's on top, set right. I've glued that in the bottom, tie up some cables up, and then you can just like that. And then we've just got the balance lead and the servo lead coming down. I've put a bit of tape now over that cover. I've put, and it was a nightmare to do, Velcro in there. Doesn't go quite all the way to the back because of it sticking and stuff, but close enough. I've just put Velcro on the back of these batteries. I had somewhere a much wider piece of plastic for doing this, but the idea is that in a model like this, this slips between the battery and the Velcro on the battery, the Velcro on the plane, and then it allows you to pull the battery out without just yanking on leads and stuff. That's a free tip for you. So yeah, what have we got to do now? We have got to set up the pan servo, do all the dual rates and the balance. They are the main things that we're going to do. So what I'm going to do while it's still daylight is pop the wings on to show you what this thing looks like fully built. Right, so this is actually going to be the first time you get to see this assembled. It is fairly big. In terms of balance, battery right to the back, which is nice and easy to remember. Shove the battery all the way to the back and it is fine, which is good. On my EasyGlider Pro, I actually had the camera in the front and the video transmitter sort of back here. And the video transmitter obviously weighs more than the receiver that's now back there, but it had a bigger receiver in the front. If I remember correctly, I think I used to shove the other battery right to the back as well. But at least this has the room to do it, and it means that obviously I could probably have a slightly bigger battery because it's ever so slightly nose heavy at this. So I could have a 4000 or a 5000, which I think that would fit, and not have a problem. But no, I'm super happy with that. Camera, so many words that you will see all in one area, looks right. This looks a little bit stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Never mind. So CFG is done. I need to sort out the pan servo, and I need to, which might mean I have to take the camera off again, which is going to annoy because it's a pain in the arse. But yeah, so I am going to also look at doing the dual rates. That's the other thing that I need to do. Not necessarily dual rates, but just the it has, I forgot what it's called. Basically, if you put left in, it puts slightly less up than down. I've forgotten what it's called. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments, help me out. Reflex, is it reflex? No, reflex is up elevated back of a wing. You know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm going to set that up, going to set the pan servo, and then this is going to be ready to fly. Actually, very excited. So we'll see you on the next one. No, we won't see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next clip, is what I'm trying to say. But 540, do you want to put my tea on? No. We'll find out and we'll do things like that. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, so everything is more or less done. I have our pan servo set up and working. I've also programmed the dual rates and everything. I've also got it so that it goes up more than it goes down when you move the ailerons. And I have also done spoiler on, so both ailerons go up and we have a smidgen of down. If I try and show it you.
Spoiler down, spoiler up.
So that's that. I've also got the motor cut, of course, from earlier. I've also got a timer on there that works. Yeah, COG's battery all the way to the back. I'm not sure if I've said that already, but with that, it means we're fully ready to go. So I thank you all for watching.
Spoiler down.
And we'll see you after the maiden. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, for example, like how I set, if you really want to know how I set this plate up in the radio, I can show you in another video. Just be nice about it, don't be a dick. And I'll be more than happy to show you. But I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.